Bless you. Hello and welcome to my breastfeeding day in the life video. So this video is basically just gonna be what breastfeeding looks like just for a day. I actually filmed the actual breastfeeding part of it a little bit ago, but now I'm just going to talk about some of my favorite like breastfeeding products and like kind of along that line. So Hazel is almost 6 months old right now, and she's been breastfeeding ever since she was born. So let's get into the video. And then at the end, I'm going to talk about some of my favorite breastfeeding products. So, all right. Where'd Hazel go? I decided to come down to my room. Normally I would just feed her upstairs when it's not nap time, but she's been getting very distracted lately when she eats. So she'll eat for literally like 1 second, and then if anyone says something or there's a noise that gets made or anything like that, she immediately just gets distracted. So that's why we're down here. Okay, so now we're getting into the like what I used breastfeeding, whatever, just like stuff I really liked breastfeeding and, you know, still use today. And I actually just recorded probably like 6 minutes of a clip of this and then realized that I wasn't recording. So we're gonna start over. The first thing that I wanted to talk about is my boppy. I don't use this for breastfeeding now because Hazel is too big, and also she moves around way too much, so she'd probably just roll off it. But now I use it to like prop her up on her tummy or to sit her up right in the middle of it and face out, and I really like it for that. But when I did use it for breastfeeding, it was super nice, especially when, like, you know, when they're newborns, they breastfeed all the time. You know, you can get tired of holding them, or, you know, in the middle of the night when, you know, like I really only did this position breastfeeding, like holding this way. Now I pretty much exclusively do side lying because it's just so much easier, and Hazel weighs like 21, almost 22 pounds, I think. So she's like very large and in charge, and it's just like a lot to holder. But I really liked the boppy. I didn't use any other breastfeeding pillows. I know in the hospital they have you use like just regular pillows, which I think will work fine too, but I just like the convenience of the boppy, how it's already set up and ready to breastfeed. The other thing that I used when Hazel was a newborn for like those first breastfeeding days, I'll put up on the screen right here, is like these like gel pads, and I bought 2 different kinds actually. I think I bought Lancino ones and Medela ones, and I don't remember which ones I liked better. I think I liked the Medela ones better, but I think they were more expensive. But it's kind of irritating because like it's literally like $12 or something like that for a 2-pack or like, you know, 2 pairs of 2, so you get 4 of them. But I had to use that in addition to a like disposable breast pad, and I had reusable ones, but I would literally go through them in a day because my milk was just like, I just had such a large supply of milk when my milk did come in after Hazel was born. But so I had to use the disposable breast pads, and I think I just used like the Target brand, so like Up and Up or whatever. I just used those, and my disposable ones I just got off Amazon. They were like bamboo or something like that, I don't know, organic cotton. The gel pads I really liked because when Hazel first latched in the hospital, like she had a really bad latch, so then I had like blisters and all of that like going on my nipples, and I just have really sensitive nipples in general. So the like constant breastfeeding like every 45 minutes to an hour for like 45 minutes to an hour, if you know, you know, that just really irritated my nipples. And it actually took me, like, I even saw a lactation consultant after I got out of the hospital because I was just having so many issues, and luckily my milk supply was great. I've never had an issue with supply, so I'm very thankful for that. But I did have a bad latch at the beginning, and it took me like probably 2 months to recover from it. One of the other things that I used like religiously when Hazel was born was nipple cream, and I had an Earth Mama jar. I'll grab it. So I have this jar, this Earth Mama jar of it, but obviously it's not very used. Like I did use some of it obviously, but it's not like super used, just because I don't like the consistency of this one as much, and it's like really oily, so it left marks like on my clothes. It just wasn't my favorite. I'll grab the one that was my favorite. Okay, so I actually don't think I have my favorite one, but in the hospital they gave me the Medela one, and I did not like it. It was yellow and it had a really weird smell, and then the smell would like get on Hazel's face, and I just didn't like it. But my friend Tiffany sent me some to my house like shortly after I got home from the hospital, and it was the Lancino one. I think it was like in a big purple tube. I'll put a photo right here too. And I loved that one. I loved it. Okay, I'm gonna finish this later. Hazel's really quite sleepy now, so hi. Don't mind a baby down here. Woo 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 woo. Something else I used when I was freshly a mom was a Haka, and this one I just got off of Amazon. I don't know, it came in this little bag. So this, you basically just, you're supposed to squeeze it and then pop it down like that, and then put it right on your nipple, and then pop it over, and then and it will suction onto your boob, and you're supposed to do it while you are breastfeeding on the other side. And I had like a huge oversupply of milk, so I was always leaking, especially when I was feeding Hazel. So yeah, that's what this does. And then you can just put this in it and it doesn't come out, and then you can just pull it off. And then this you can either set, I guess you could set it on it like that, but it also is a lid. So I also got the Spectra S2 Plus, or just S2, I don't know, whatever. I got this one, it's pink. These are all the buttons on it. It has this, you can double pump with it. I've never double pumped with it because I don't have a pumping bra, so I have to hold them. And then this just goes on it like so, and then it plugs into the wall. I took the plug out so that I could show it over here, but then this is just what this looks like. When I first started using a breast pump, it was like super intimidating because I was like, I have no idea how to use it, whatever. But I really like the Spectra one. Just make sure you get the right phalange size. I don't know how to say it, which is this part right here. It's basically like how big your nipple is, I guess. But I really like it. My insurance paid for it completely, so that was super nice. I have had several different kinds of breast milk storage bags, and I really like the Medela ones. I also get these through my insurance, so I don't have to pay for them. But the Medela ones are like super thick, and I just really like them. In the box, there's like a bunch of little bags of this, like this. and you just open the bag, and then there's a bunch of little breast milk storage bags in there like this, and then you're just supposed to, you know, write on it, rip this off, pour the milk in, and then seal it. I've tried the Lancino ones. I don't like those as much. I've tried the like Target name brand, or the Target brand ones, and I didn't like those as much either. They both just seem a lot thinner to me, and I really like the thick I really like the thick plastic. So the other thing that I use was or I guess is this, which is a manual breast pump, and this is a Lancino one. I think Medela makes one too, but it's like twice as expensive, and I'm pretty sure they're the same thing. So it kind of basically looks like this. There's a couple extra parts, and then she really wants to eat it. And then this part just goes on top, and you basically just like squeeze them together. Okay, I'm not getting that bag. You basically just like squeeze them together, and it works pretty much like a regular breast pump. They have a massage mode, which is supposed to stimulate like the letdown reflex, and then there's a actual, like, I don't know, sucking mode, I don't know, whatever. But I used it and I really liked it. I used it when I was like out and about, and I didn't have like access to a plug-in for a breast pump. The only thing is that I feel like it takes more time, because you do have to, like, you know, keep squeezing it and keep squeezing it and keep squeezing it. And then when I was out and about, I used these Medela Quick Clean wipes, which I don't really know what is in them, but it says they're safe, and so I didn't really have a lot of time to think about it, because I couldn't, like, obviously I couldn't wash this when I was out and about. So I used these, and I feel like it didn't really get all the milk residue off, even though it says it's supposed to. I don't know, they're alcohol-free wipes, and they're supposed to clean it pretty well. So I used that, and it didn't work as great as I thought it was going to. I use the Avent glass bottles, but I have kind of had a problem because Hazel won't take a bottle. She did take one when she was like about 2 months old, but then we didn't keep up with it. We did it like every few days for like about almost a month, and then we didn't keep up on it, and now she won't take a bottle again. So I'm trying sippy cups, and I like introduce her, like I try and give her a bottle every once in a while, but we still just use breast milk in the bottles, and I like these bottles a lot because they're glass, and the chemicals from the plastic don't leach into the milk when I use my bottle warmer. I also have this too, which I got because I had mastitis once, thank God, and it was absolutely horrible and I hated it. But it's this little gel things. It's like an ice pack, but it's like made to fit around your boob, and it just goes in this little pocket thing, and it actually came in a pack of 2, so it's made to like fit around a like breast pump. So you warm it up if you need to like pump, or for like mastitis or whatever, you warm it up, but then you can also use it in the freezer if you are like swollen or whatever. I've only ever used it warmed, because they say like when you pump it can help like the milk flow when you pump, so I use that. And I actually think that is it. I have a couple other things that I keep upstairs in the kitchen that I just took video of, and I'll just voice over that. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Breastfeeding is not easy. Formula feeding is not easy. Being a mom or parent, dad, whatever in general is not easy. So if you are doing it, props to you. I hope this helped anyone looking at buying breastfeeding stuff. I really enjoy breastfeeding. It was really hard for a long time, and it's hard to, you know, when your partner can't help you out with it. But as you know, my partner is currently deployed, so it's not like he could help me even if he was here. Make sure you give this video a like and hit that subscribe button. You can follow me on Instagram at plainoldlaura. You can check out my podcast at Mindfully Climbing, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and so does Hazel. Bye.